You too.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is Turkey Talks, episode 11. Today, we're alongside my co-host, as always, Coach Bob. And today, we got Justin, softball assistant coach at Valley View. How excited are you to be on the podcast today?
I'm excited. When they asked me, I was real pumped. It's an honor. I heard everybody wants to be on the show.
Yeah. It's overall just a great show, man. Yes. I mean, who doesn't like Turkey Talks? Okay, so how we're going to do this is we're going to get into some questions, get into a quick little interview with Justin over here. We're going to ask him some stuff about softball, and me and Bob will be asking the questions. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Coach Bob, want to start off?
Yeah, I have a question that was texted over to me today from our own Callie. She said to ask you what your opinion is about Starbucks and what life is like without her.
First and foremost, Starbucks may be the most terrible thing I've ever seen in my life. The girls love it, and I think it's disgusting. And I'm going to miss Callie. On the field, off the field, she's hard to replace.
Yes, definitely.
All right, I'm going to get into a question here about last season. Overall, we know you won a state championship. It's a great accomplishment. Not a lot of coaches are able to do that. What's it like to just overall be considered a state championship winning coach and be able to help out your players, make them do better, and send them to the next level as you have 5 different Division I athletes that you've coached over the past 2 years?
I'll tell you what, it's a great feeling. And as far as the athletes, they don't need much coaching. They're athletes, and they're really, really talented. I just kind of guide them. Me and I kind of guide them on the path they need to go. But as far as winning a championship, there's nothing like it. A state championship, it's the best feeling in the world.
Of course. Coach Bob, I'll send it to you for the next one.
When did you feel like last year's team had something special?
I'll tell you what, about halfway through the season, we got a loss in there. And when you're on a streak like that and you get a loss, it's very interesting to see how your team comes back. And they bounced back, and they did so many things to get better. That's when I knew we had something special, that they weren't going to give up, and they were all in on the goal of winning a state championship.
What was it? Hazelton?
Hazelton.
They lost too.
Hazelton was a really good team. I saw the score of that game. I thought they were going to win, but, sometimes you have these losses. You got to come back. You got to fight harder. And that's just overall a thing that we're going to keep in consideration for when we play this football season upcoming. Sometimes you're going to have your losses. You just have to be able to fight back,
Tells you what kind of character your team has after a loss.
Yes.
They could come back.
You got to be able to just fight back after that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to get into another question here, a little bit on the fun side. What would you consider to be one of the funniest moments from the season, and who was probably like the funniest person on your softball team?
That's hard because they're all funny in their own way, and they used to like to play jokes.
Mm-hmm.
The funniest moment probably, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, some of the girls had a project to do. I don't know who it was for, and they used a potato. And they made me out of a potato, beard, glasses, everything, and presented it to class. And then brought it to practice and showed me. That was probably the funniest moment that I was a part of the team.
Let's see. If you had one word to describe, I'm going to give you an athlete that played last year. One word to describe her, Taylor Cawley.
Tenacious. She did it all. And through all the injuries and all the setbacks she had, she came back and was better than ever. At the plate, on the mound, it's just tenacious.
She dominated last year. Oh, my God. She was incredible.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, just an all-state player, just an overall just great player, you know what I'm saying? You had like 4 different all-state players last season.
It's hard to pick.
It's really hard to, yeah. All right, I'm going to get into, I'll have 2 more questions here.
Sure.
What's some goals for obviously win a state championship, but like, what are some goals that you have in mind, just set in stone for this year's group of players coming up?
Well, I think coming in this year, we're going to have a big target on our back, obviously, from being the state champ. So I think our biggest goal is to take one game at a time and one practice at a time and stay within ourselves. And biggest thing, not get ahead of ourselves.
Yes.
We're, people say, oh, how good are you going to be? Well, we're going to be good on paper. You have to show up and play.
Yes.
We have to show up and play every day because everybody's going to give us their best.
All right, and I have one last question here. Bob, you can ask the last question, but I'll have the last question for me. Super Bowl coming up. You're a big football guy?
I am.
Give me score prediction for the big game.
27-10. Pats.
27
Oh.
Patriots.
Mhm.
All right. So in my college class, we had an icebreaker today. We had an icebreaker question for my dual enrollment class. He asked us, what would you say was the score prediction for the Super Bowl game on Sunday? I said 27-21 Seahawks. So we'll see if that comes into fruition or if his guess comes. Coach Bob, I always want to ask you too, what is your prediction for the game?
Seattle, 35. Patriots, I'm going to say probably 20. It's gonna be
Okay.
No love for the Pats.
Okay.
No love
Okay.
for the Pats.
See, I love Drake May. Drake May is a great quarterback, but I just think the Seahawks have just an overall well-rounded team, and their defense is just
They
so
are
good.
very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the previous Legion of Boom. What could you say?
Yeah, that's right.
Coach Bob, send us on a good last question here.
What goals do you still have as a coach?
For me, it's all about preparing the girls for life after high school. Some of them may go on to play softball, some of them may not. As much as I like to coach softball and give them the basics and techniques, I want to make sure that they're ready to go to college or
Yes.
whatever they're going to do after school. I think that's my biggest goal as a coach.
That's good. Yeah.
Of course. All right. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Turkey Talks episode 11. As always, Coach Bob over here, co-host, me, the leader. And then we had Justin over here, assistant coach for softball on the podcast. Thank you for
Thanks
coming
for having
on.
me, guys.
I want to interrupt this real quick.
And we got to have an interruption.
I have to, if this person's going to be watching today,
She will be watching.
I would
That'll be
like
watching.
to invite Kim Evans on the show so she could talk about all the yoga that she does because she does a great job with all the athletes. She does it on her time, and she charges nothing to come into here. And she does softball, she does soccer, she does football. So I'd like her to come in and sit down with us and talk about what she does.
Yep. Come on the show and talk about what it was like to go from teaching at Carbondale YMCA to Valley View.
And we need baby pictures of Luke Evans when he was younger.
Okay.
The best one.
Okay. Maybe we could get those in. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been my co-host over here, Coach Bob. Justin, thank you for coming on. And as always, we'll see you on the next segment of Turkey Talks. All right, what's up, everybody? I know you're not used to seeing me. Rubel's arm might have been in frame there, but it's okay. I have to be somewhere, so I'm not going to be able to do the rest of the podcast if you don't see me. Womp womp. I mean, it's whatever. Turkey Talks can't be here, but we're going to send it off with Colin Dempsey in my spot. He's the one who hosts trivia, so if you're missing me, don't miss me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to be on the next episode. All right, guys? See you later.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Turkey Talks. Right here we got Maddox and Ethan, and today we're going to ask Ethan some questions. So, Maddox, you want to start it off?
Who inspired you to play football?
With my brother, he started playing, and I felt right in his tracks and kept playing.
All right. Number 2, how long have you played football, and what position do you like the most?
This is my 9th year I'm going to be playing, and my favorite position is corner. I switched last year to corner, and I'm loving it.
Good.
I have another question. Who is your favorite coach and why?
That's a good question. I'd say either probably Coach Scott, just because he got me on the field last year, and he let me experience what it's like to be out there and at first time corner, I've never played it before. I didn't think I'd be playing corner my first year on varsity, and he got me on the field there.
Nice. What other sports do you play?
I do track and field. I do sprints there. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, this is a little bit of a hunting one. What's the biggest deer you shot?
Biggest deer, I've shot an 8-point buck, but I haven't shot a decent one in a while.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. Well, I got one more here. What is one thing you learned from your coaches this year?
Probably just discipline. Like I don't know really how to describe it, but I've gained a lot of discipline since playing on varsity, and that's probably the biggest thing I've learned.
All right, guys. Well, that's been Ethan. We'll see you on the next segment of Turkey Talks.
And at guard 6'4" from Kentucky, welcome to DC, number 2, John. Whoa!
They be like, smooth, what? Can you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all the love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Get it. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody with my bro from Morningside.
Welcome back to week 11 on Turkey Talks, and today I got Domino's. Alright, so I am pretty sure there are garlic knots in here. So let me open these up real quick. They look good. I got sauce, I believe. Couple marinaras. Sorry, saucy. So we have they gypped me on the garlic knots. They already got 7. Last time I had these, they gave me like 20 of these things. Come on, gotta do better, Domino's. Alright, whatever. But I'll show you these for the camera. Let's dig in. Garlicly, so that's something. So, alright, I'm gonna dip one in the mozzarella. What's this chicken doing? Come on. So good, the sauce good, saucy. Let me give it a rate. I'm gonna say under the Mariano's hoagie, under crumble, head of Aiden sandwich. We give it a 7.4. Yeah, so good week. And next week, I'm going to be doing a food review with Mr. Sweeney, the principal of the middle school. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. So, see you next week on Turkey.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Turkey Talks. This is the trivia section. As always, if you hear the sound, Ryan got it. And if you hear this sound, Justin got it. So, here we go. In a game of poker, what does a flush consist of?
A flush is when they're all the same. Oh my God, what is it called? Like the same shape on the card. I know. What is it?
The same suit.
Same suit. 1-0. Ryan, this is the first time you've been up since week 3. Here we go. Question number 2. What country sent Christopher Columbus on his voyage? Rubel?
England.
Incorrect.
Italy.
Incorrect.
Britain.
Incorrect. Skip?
No, wait. Spain.
Correct. 2-0. Rubel's up right now. Who is performing in this year's Super Bowl halftime show?
Bad Bunny.
Correct. 2-1. Here we go. Who had the only undefeated season in NFL history?
The 72 Dolphins.
Correct. Oh, wait. Is that 3?
He's letting them win.
3. Ryan just won.
No, I did it.
Last question. Last
You have
question.
to put that as
Last question.
All right.
How did the Seahawks lose their last Super Bowl against the Patriots?
They didn't run the ball to what's his name? Marshawn Lynch.
Correct. Rubel just won. What a first time in forever. So we'll see you on the next segment of Turkey Talks. Thank you guys for watching this week of Turkey Talks. This has been week 11. We've been going for 11 weeks now. We hope to keep it going for the rest of the season. So keep tuning in, like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. See you on the next week of Turkey Talks.